Good evening, Bearcats, and welcome back to another edition of Behind the Bench, your weekly sports show where we bring you highlights, recaps, and standout players from around here in Huntsville. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Trey Ochoa drew a bases-loaded walk with 2 outs in the top of the 10th to give the Sam Houston State Bearcats a 7-6 walk-off win over Abilene Christian on Friday night at Don Sanders Stadium. The Bearcats, with their conference record unblemished with the win, but had to go longer than expected to do it after ACU's Dalton Farkas connected on a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the 9th off of Bearcat closer Dakota Mills to send the game into extra innings. However, in the extra frame, the Bearcats drew 4 walks off ACU reliever Derek Scott. The game continued, a breakout weekend for Bonner, who followed up his 3-hit performance on Thursday with a 2-for-3 night that included an RBI, double, and a key sacrifice fly late in the game. Hunter Earn had just 1 hit on the night, but this made it count with his 6th home run of the year in the 7th frame. Ochoa reached twice with a hit along 2 of Sam Houston's season-high 7 stolen bases. In all, the Bearcat pitching staff used 5 arms on the night and allowed just 4 hits. However, 2 came in crucial 9th innings, receiving the win. Coach Matt Degg says, "Those ACU guys over there played their hearts out tonight. I really thought their starter really gutted it up for them, and he survived us hitting many balls very hard, but right at people. I really liked our approach on the plate tonight. We really hit many balls on the nose, but did not really have a lot to show for it. We were just too generous with the walks, errors, and a base running mistake. We are going to have to play a little bit better if we want to come out and win tomorrow." The Sam Houston State Bearcats executed 5 runs in the first inning and continued to add on, closing out a sweep with Abilene Christian with a 10-0 win in 8 innings on Saturday afternoon at Don Sanders Stadium. Andrew Frisia had just 3 hits and finished just a double short of the cycle on the run rule affair as one of 3 Bearcats to finish with multi-hit afternoons. His first hit of the day came in form of an RBI triple in the first inning, the 15th of his career, to give him sole possession, the career record for 3 baggers at Sam Houston. In all, the Cats would finish with 12 hits off 6 Abilene Christian pitchers. Wildcat starter Jonathan Nicholson did not make it out of the first inning in falling 2-3 on the year. He allowed all 5 runs in the first on just 4 hits with a pair of walks. Caleb Doherty was the most effective ACU arm of the day with 3 strikeouts in 3.0 innings and 2 runs allowed. Coach Matt Degg says, "It was good to see us score early and we had the bats rolling all weekend long. I thought that we did a great job functioning as an offense and together as a pack. We just sped up the game by shrinking the field, which is a good response after how we played yesterday. We played better baseball today than yesterday, and we're going to have to keep our heads down to keep grinding. We have a tough week coming up." 4 consecutive games away from the Don await the Bearcats next week, starting with a trip to Rice on Tuesday with first pitch set for 6:30 from Reckling Park. Sam Houston will then travel to Nichols for 3 games in Thibodaux starting Friday at 6 p.m. at Ray E. Dater Field. The Sam Houston men's basketball season came to an end on Wednesday night as they fell 99-80 to Northern Colorado in the semifinals of the College Insider Tournament. The Bearcats were able to overcome an early 9-0 run to start the game, cutting the lead to 3 at the half. However, an early second-half surge by the Bears was just too much for the Cats to overcome. The Bearcats took the lead on a Chris Galbraith jumper early in the second half, giving them a 46-45 advantage. Nevertheless, the Bears answered back with a 13-2 run and never looked back. "We just ran into a buzzsaw tonight," said head coach Jason Hooten. "I thought when we went up there early in the second half we were going to be right there in it, but they went on a run and we just didn't have enough to get back into it." Galbraith had a big first half for the Bearcats, scoring 15 points and grabbing 6 rebounds in the opening 20 minutes. He finished the game with 24 points and 8 rebounds. The senior fouled out with 5:19 to play. Jamal Williams also finished out his Bearcat career strong, scoring 17 points, equaling his season best. Josh Delaney was also in double figures with 15 points. The Bearcats had no answer for UNC guard Andrew Spite, who finished the game with 40 points and 7 3-pointers. He was the catalyst for a UNC offense that hit 17 from long range. The Cats finished the season 21-15 on the season.
Well, we hit a buzzsaw tonight. I thought right there with about 15:49 to go when we went up 48-46 that I felt pretty good and felt like we were right back in it, and then they just went right back on a 10-0, 12-0 run and pushed out there and got that lead. And once they did, it was just trying to fight from behind the whole time. And they're really good. They're obviously really good at home, and I would guess that's probably the largest crowd they've had in a long, long time.
Sam Houston State men's basketball head coach was named as one of the 16 finalists for the 2018 Skip Prosser Man of the Year award by CollegeInsider.com. Hooten, who just completed his 8th year at the helm of the Bearcats, led Sam Houston to the semifinals of the CIT and a 21-15 overall record, the team's 4th 20-win season in the last 5 years. His 158 win ranks 3rd in all-time wins at the school and has led the Cats to at least the semifinals of the Southland Conference Tournament each of the last 6 seasons. The award was was presented during the weekend's Final Four in San Antonio, with Lipscomb's Casey Alexander being named the winner after leading the Bison to their first ever Atlantic Sun Tournament championship and first ever NCAA tournament appearance. Hooten was the lone coach from the Southland Conference on the list of finalists and one of 3 coaches from the state of Texas. Named after the late Skip Prosser, who died suddenly in 2007 while the head coach at Wake Forest, the award is presented annually to those who not only achieve success on the basketball court, but who also display morale integrity off of it as well. A pair of school records fell, and the Sam Houston State Bearcats turned in a strong showing over the weekend at the 91st Clyde Littlefield Texas Relay. Sprinter Chris Jefferson set a new Bearcat mark in the men's 100-meter dash on Friday, reaching for the finals with the second fastest qualifying time in the field. His wind legal time of 10.16 surpassed the former school record of 10.24 set in both 2015 and in 2003. On the women's side, Courtney Lord highlighted the weekend, finishing 7th in the heptathlon with a school record of 5,184 points, a total that is 10th best in the nation to this point of the year. She did the majority of her damage in the jumps, finishing 5th in the heptathlon high jump and 4th in the long jump. Christine Hank's throw was good enough for a 5th in the women's shot put. McCall was also a part of the men's 4x100 relay team that qualified for the finals. Teammate Bailey Lara also came in 15th with a personal best of 5,065 points. Lord and Lara's totals ranks in the 2nd and 3rd best among Southland Conference athletes this season. The Cats will head to SFA this weekend for the Carl Knight Invitational. With a pair of rounds under par, Sam Houston golfer Jake McCrory leads the Bearcat Invitational at Walden. McCrory opened the day with a 70 and followed that up with a 67 to vault to the top of the leaderboard. He will take a 4-shot lead into Tuesday's final round. As a team, the Bearcats are in 2nd place, who shot the best round of the day in round 2 with a 280. Sam Houston opened up with a 285, giving them a 5-shot lead after 18 holes. However, a second round 287 has the Cats in a battle for the team title with 18 holes remaining. William Holcomb is one of 4 golfers who are under par for the tournament. Shooting rounds of 71 and 72, sits in a tie for 3rd at 1 under par. McCrory got his second round started strong with an eagle on the par 5 number 2 hole, his first to play in the second round. He then heated up at number 9. The final round will get underway at 8:30 in the morning at Walden Golf Club in Montgomery. As the semester comes to an end, summer volleyball camp begins. Brenda Gray will be hosting her annual volleyball camp, where she will help prepare high school students for college-level play. Gray will target each camper's volleyball position, enhance their technique, and at the end, all campers will play in a tournament that will help improve their overall play. And nobody can stop talking about PJ Hall on social media after last week's Pro Day. Breed Arnold tweeted, "Calls keep coming in about PJ Hall from NFL organizations. The sky's the limit with this man." Hall's results from Pro Day were more than impressive. He timed a 4.74 in the 40-yard dash, bench pressed 36 reps, and a 38-inch vertical jump. The NFL Network also tweeted saying that there are names to be keeping an eye on, and PJ being one of them. Of Sam Houston Football retweeted the NFL saying, "Our very own getting some love from the NFL, hashtag Cats to the NFL. And we're sure everyone cannot wait to see where in the NFL he ends up, so best of luck to him." The Bearcat volleyball team had their spring opener, picking up a tournament championship with an undefeated Saturday in a one-day tournament held at Stephen F. Austin. The Cats lost just 1 set in 4 matches on the day, all played in a 2-out-of-3 format, in part of a tremendous turnout of parents and fans who made the trip up to Nacogdoches. The weekend field consisted of the Cats, SFA, Tyler Junior College, Dallas Baptist, and Navarro College. The Bearcats opened up the day by knocking off the SFA squad in 3 sets, dropping the first set 25-17 before rally for 25-22 and 15-12 wins in the final 2 sets to take the match. Sam Houston would follow that up with a 25-18, 25-23 win over TJC, and a 25-19, 25-13 win over Navarro College, before finishing off the day with a 25-22 and 25-16 over. The Sam Houston State Bowlers are making a habit of this. On Wednesday afternoon, the Bearcats were one of the 10 teams selected to compete at the NCAA Championships. The Cats received one of 4 at-large bids under the new selection format that now awards 6 automatic selections. The Cats earned the number 5 seed and will take on number 4 Vanderbilt on the opening round on April 12th at Tropicana Lanes in St. Louis, Missouri. With the next selection format, we knew all year long that there wasn't going to be much wiggle room, said head coach Brad Hagan. We knew that we were going to be right on the line, and we knew that we had to continue to put up big marks. I think that the runner-up finish in the Music City to close out the regular season was quite big for us. With a different selection format, there will also be new completed format for the championships. Teams are seeded and placed into the bracket, with 2 spots being determined after the completion of the opening round matches. The champion will be determined using a best-of-7 Baker match play. The championship matches will be played April 12th through the 14th at Tropicana Lanes in St. Louis, Missouri. The University of Central Missouri and the St. Louis Sports Commission are the hosts. The championship final will air at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, April 14th on ESPN, and at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, April 15th on ESPN2. Sam Houston State's Lindsey McLeod and Stephen F. Austin's Michaela Sykes were locked in a pitching duel throughout Saturday afternoon, but it was SFA's Margarita Corona who delivered the game's big blow with a walk-off homer in the bottom of the 8th to give the Lady Jacks a 3-0 win in 8 innings of the series finale at the SFA softball field. Starter Lindsey McLeod pitched a complete game in the circle, taking the hard luck loss despite pitching beautifully for the first 7 frames. McLeod fell 9-8 for the season after allowing the 3-run homer in extra innings. But she scattered 7 hits and did not walk a batter while striking out 8 Lady Jacks. Cody Carpenter had 2 hits on the day, including the only extra base hit of the day for Sam with a double in the 4th inning. Sheridan Fisher and Katie Andre also singled for the Cats. The Lady Jack first baseman then connected for her only hit of the day, driving a pitch over the fence to bring home the winning runs and clinch the series for SFA. The Bearcats continue on the road as they head to North Texas to play a single game on Wednesday, with first pitch coming at 6 p.m. from Lovelace Stadium. Coming out of the gate fast, winning by the double point, Sam Houston cruised to a 6-1 Southland Conference women's tennis dual match victory over Lamar Saturday afternoon at the McAdams Tennis Center. The result upped the Bearcats' season mark to 10-4, the most wins in a season for the program since 2009. More importantly, the squad moved higher in the league standings. Northwestern State entering the weekend action as the Southland's only unbeaten team fell Friday to Abilene Christian. With a 5-2 record, the Cats stand just match out of the first place. There's plenty of tennis left, but this was a big win for us, said head coach Rob Hubbard. Getworth defeated Buckta 6-2 in the #1 singles match for the Cats' second point. The win marked the senior's 6th consecutive Southland victory at #1 and gives her an 11-3 record overall for the season. Milanovic chalked up the match clinging point with a 6-1, 6-4 victory at Milena Bilanovic at #6. Sam Houston heads to Louisiana for a 2-match road swing next weekend. The Bearcats will take on Nichols in Thibodaux on Saturday and McNeese in Lake Charles on Sunday. With a pair of home non-conference games and 5 total home games at Bowers Stadium, in addition to 2 more games in Houston, Bearcat football fans will have plenty of opportunities to see the Cats play in 2018. Sam Houston State Bearcats have been consistently one of the top teams in the FCS for the last 7 years, with 4 semifinal appearances since 2011. Will leave the state of Texas just twice in the regular season. The Bearcats will kick off the 2018 slate at home on September 8th against Prairie View A&M. This is a return trip for the Panthers after hosting the Bearcats last season. Last year, the Cats traveled to PV, knocking off the Panthers 44-31. It'll be the first time Prairie View A&M has made the 70-mile drive to Huntsville since 1985, the only meeting between the two teams prior to last year's contest. Then it's another FCS playoff participant on the slate when defending Southland Conference Championships of Central Arkansas, which will pay a visit to Huntsville. The September 29th game against UCA will be Bearcat Family Weekend. Things do not get any easier following the contest with Central Arkansas, as the Cats will play 3 straight away from Bowers Stadium, beginning with the annual Battle of the Piney Woods game against Stephen F. Austin on October 6th at NRG Stadium in Houston. The game against SFA will be followed by road trips to Northwestern State October 13th and Lamar October 20th before returning home on October 27th to take on Southeastern Louisiana for the 2018 Bearcat Homecoming Weekend game. The first round of the FCS playoffs begins November 14th for the 9th straight season. The national championship will be played in Frisco and is once again hosted by the Southland Conference. This year's title game will be played on January 5th, 2019. The Sam Houston women's golf team currently stands in 13th place after the first day of play at the Wyoming Cowgirl Classic at AK Chin Southern Dunes Golf Club in Maricopa, Arizona. The Cats opened the tournament with a 297 as the conditions changed. So did the scores. The Cats closed the day with 308 and are 29 over for the tournament in the 20-team field. Jenna Phillips leads the way for the Bearcats with a 2-round score of 1 over par and sits in 12th overall out of 111 competitors. Phillips opened with an even par round of 72 on her third to last hole of the day. Phillips holed out for an eagle. Her consistent play continued in round 2, shooting a 73. She was able to overcome, dropping 3 shots in her first 4 holes. 4 birdies helped lift her to the 1 over round, climbing 10 spots on the leaderboard. The final round will be today. And that's all the time that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you right back here next week.